All right, welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. Glad you made it by. My name's Jim. I'm a crypto trader and a Forex trader here to help you understand the market from an Elliott Wave perspective. It is Wisdom Wednesday, guys. I just want to spend a little time helping you with some wisdom in the trading market. But I'm not here to give you financial advice, but I am going to give you some wisdom that'll help you as you strive to increase your finances. So let's jump in today, guys. I want to talk about why most of you don't make money in Bitcoin, even in a bull run like this. And I want to talk about what holds most traders back. And we talked last week in Wisdom Wednesday about FOMO and fear, and how fear causes you to lose too much money. Well, there's another emotion that traders, most traders, especially in the crypto world, but in all markets, to be honest with you, deal with, and that's greed. That is greed, and greed is an emotion that will kill your trading as well. While FOMO or fear will get you into trades you shouldn't be in, or keep you from cutting trades, fear of loss, fear of missing out gets you into trades. Fear of loss keeps you from cutting bad trades. Greed will keep you into trades too long as well. One of the things we have to realize is that the market always comes back, and that's an encouragement to people who might be upside down on a trade, or who are FOMOing and say, hey, the market's going without me. Remember, the market always comes back. It always comes back. At some level, it comes back. And if you're patient enough, the market will be back to you. And that should be an encouragement to those of you who are struggling with FOMO to enter into trades that feel like you're missing out on something. However, there's a warning here as well to those of you that are already in a good trade. You're making a lot of money. You're making money in a particular trade. And the warning for you is the market always comes back, right? So, sometimes when a trade goes for us, okay, we get really ecstatic. We get excited. Maybe we went long in this area, and all of a sudden, woo, this market is going straight up, man. Oh, this is going up forever. 100K, here we come. It's only going up. And that becomes the mentality. And all of a sudden you begin calculating how much money you're going to make when it hits 100K, your position size. You start doing stupid stuff like, oh, let me add a little bit to my position because we're going up, 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 up. And you get a moon boy mentality. And your greed starts to hold you in this trade, because greed blinds you to the fact that the market comes back. Greed only says, hey, there's more coming. There's more coming. There's more coming. Okay. And that greed in you is causing you to hold on to this trade with a confidence, guys, with a confidence that you should not have in the market. In fact, you always need to be skeptical of your own trades. You always have to have a proper respect, and we'll talk about that in another video on Wisdom Wednesday. But a proper skepticism for what you think the market is going to do, because the market always does come back. It has a way of doing it too, in such a way that you don't expect, right? The market will move where you think it'll go, but it'll do it in a way that you don't expect, and it'll take you out. The market will take you out of your trade, or at least shake you out before it allows you to take money if you're not careful. So what greed does, it says greed is all. The key word for greed is more, right? And what happens is, let's just talk about how you would have experienced this. Maybe, and this is the way most traders will have experienced this particular wave right here. So, what's the psychology here? Prices going down. What was everybody screaming on this wave right here? What was everybody screaming? Well, not the Jim of All Trades channel. I was screaming bull boy. I was a bull boy down here. I was so bullish down here. It was unreal. You can go back and watch my videos around that time. I was calling for up, okay? And looking for a steep 43K move. I was looking for 43K, a little faster than we got. But nevertheless, I was looking for 43K down here, right? I was calling for that. People were laughing at me and whatever. But most people are experiencing this like, oh, it's down. We're going down to 10K, 12K next, 15K, whatever. We're going way down. 8K, 5K, 4K, we're going, whatever. It's down. So the bear boys are yelling down, right? And then all of a sudden, you get this breakout to the upside. You're like, oh. And then so the bull boys say, oh, they start FOMOing in. They don't get in down here where the risk is low. They get in up here after the wave has already started moving. That's fine. That's fine and dandy. But let's just say somebody jumps in. We got a cross of the moving average. We got the 200 daily moving average. We crossed it. Boom, you played a breakout of that sucker. Well, let's see. Oh, and it just starts going up and up and up, right? And you're feeling really good. And then all of a sudden it starts coming back on you. And you're holding this thing. You're like, oh, it's coming back. You get nervous, and then all of a sudden it makes a higher high. You're like, woo, baby. Your greed is like, you're like, this thing's going to the moon. Here we go. Okay, and then what does it do? It comes down. It comes back to you. Because the market always comes back, and then all that profit that you had, it's now gone. And it's coming down fast. And your psychology is not doing very well at all. And maybe you let go of the trade. Maybe you don't. Maybe you hold on to it. Maybe you hold on to it. Maybe not. But the point is that had you not been, there were signals on this chart that there was profit taking. These were profit taking areas up here, not entering into trade areas. These were profit taking areas, and that the market would be taking profits. There were signals on the chart for that, and so your problem is you're not trading with the signals that you see on the chart. You're not trading with good technical analysis. You're allowing the waves to control your emotions. You're looking and you say, hey, this is going, and you're all you're doing is looking for the prize. All you're doing is looking, and you're not thinking about the market can come back on you and take all your profit back. And there's nothing worse than having a good amount of profit, thousands of dollars profit, and then the market take it back in a period of just a short amount of time. There's nothing worse. All of a sudden you get shaken out of your trade, and then the market goes against you. Now FOMO's kicking in. Oh, I was right, and you got regret, and I was right, and then all of a sudden you just jump back in a bad location because it breaks the high. You're like, oh, I got to get back in because we're going now. Here we go. And what happens? It consolidates. Oh, you're feeling really good on this wave, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. They come all the way back, and you're like, crap. And your greed was you were hoping to make up for what you lost down here. Your revenge trading wants you to make it, and then it comes all the way back to you. You let it go, and then boom, it hits it again. You're like, oh no, you FOMO in up here, and boom, it does. And you experience that cycle of trading over and over and over again. And part of the problem, one of the key pieces of that, is your greed, coupled with your FOMO. Had you had a contentment with some gains, listen. If you got in on this wave at the break, that's fine, but you can't hold it forever. You have to, when there's a signal of a break of structure, when the wave begins to break its structure, you've got to say, hey, I have enough. I have enough profit for this move because I know that the market moves in waves, and I have made enough money on this wave. There will always be another wave coming that I can trade. And that's the beauty of Elliott wave theory. That you understand that you understand that the market moves in waves. And once you begin to understand wave structure and how markets move in waves, and you begin to recognize those wave structures on the chart, you don't FOMO and you don't get greedy because you know the market moves in waves. What you shift from having to make as much money as you can make to, I want to make some money on this wave. And that's how you overcome greed. You go from the mindset of I want to make as much money as I possibly can to I want to make some money on this wave. And then when the next wave comes, I want to make some money on the next wave and the next wave. So some of you out there are bull boys right now, and you're watching price action right now. Price is just going straight up. I mean, price is just rocking right now, straight up, and you're feeling really good about your position right now. You're feeling like, oh, we are going to the moon, 100K, 60K, 70K, whatever your target is. You were like, here we come, and you're already calculating your profits, and it's not wrong to have a target and a belief that the market is going to do, but your greed is giving you a confidence, making you too confident, and your greed is saying more, more, more. You know, the people that, bought Bitcoin way down here, and then when it got to $20,000 and they didn't sell it, You know why they didn't sell it? Because they were thinking, oh, it's going to keep going. More, more, more. And it came all the way back down. Right? They didn't sell. Imagine if you sold it, took those profits, and then you reinvested those profits down in the lower levels with a good strategy of risk management. You reinvested, and then you rode the next wave to the upside, and then when it began to break structure, you reinvested on the pullback, and you just kind of keep reinvesting on pullbacks, right? You realize that you have a strategy that allows you to hold a trade but let it go and take profit and be content with what the wave has given you when you get signals that tell you, hey, market structure is changing. You may want to consider taking your profit. But don't allow greed to let you hold a trade so that the market comes back on you in such a way that it takes it all back. Now, could the market go from here? Could the market go up here to 100K? Absolutely. It totally could, right? But let me just say this, that the market could also turn around just as quickly in a period of a couple of weeks, come all the way back down here. No problem. It could totally do that. It could come even lower than that. Okay, in the period of just this year. Boom, boom, boom. And then all of a sudden, all the profits you gained on this wave because you were expecting the market to do something and your greed was saying, hold, hold, hold. I don't let go. I don't take profits until it hits my target because I wanted to hit 100K or 70K or whatever you're looking for. It doesn't allow you to take profit. How much is enough profit, guys? How much is enough for you? Your greed inside of you is saying more, more, more. So what do you have to do? How to overcome it? Well, there's a good scripture out there. It says this. It says in Paul's letter to Timothy, it says this. He says, godliness with contentment is great gain. So, we could talk about godlikeness or godliness. What is God like? He's gracious and he's kind and he's merciful and he's just and he's good. You could talk about godliness, and certainly that's half of the puzzle. But the other half of the puzzle that applies to trading here is contentment. That's the opposite of greed. Contentment says, hey, I have enough. I'm okay with what I have. I should be thankful and satisfied with what I've been given, what I now have, what the market has given me, what God has given me, what I have. If you don't believe in God, then what you believe you've been given by whatever powers that be, whether it's your own mental capacity or whatever you're looking at. The point is, I believe I believe God exists and that every good gift comes from the Lord. So I give God the glory for all of my good trading decisions and good gifts of the market. But whatever you are looking at, I'm not here to say anything about that other than, hey, listen, how much is enough for you? When has Bitcoin gone up enough for you to say, you know what, I should be taking profit here. I should be satisfied with what the market has given me. And look for another area. I could take that profit and look for another area on the chart to reinvest when it gives me a discount. But your FOMO comes in along with the greed and it multiplies. It says, yeah, but man, listen, if you let go of Bitcoin now, what about all of that money that you could make? And you got a fear of missing out. Your greed coupled with FOMO causes you to stay in trades. That's why, at the end of the day, you need a strategy. You need a strategy. And many of you are out there trading with no strategy. And your strategy is dependent willy-nilly on your emotional reactions to the market. And you might do okay on occasion, but you're eventually going to get killed by this market if your strategy isn't based upon objective truth. That is implemented by discipline, okay? Discipline, psychology, okay? Disciplined trading that has rules that can be written down for every aspect of a trade, okay? Whether it's an entry strategy or a take profit strategy. Some of you are just buying Bitcoin thinking it's only going to go up, and you're susceptible to the market maker moves. At the end of the day, guys, I see a wave structure here that the market could easily do this. Okay, it could easily do that. If that's what's at stake, it could totally do that, right? Could it pull back a little bit and then continue up? Absolutely, right? That's why you need an objective strategy to trade each wave as it comes. You don't just trade you don't just buy and hold and willy-nilly and because what if it goes up here? How much is enough for you? When's it enough? When it gets to 100K, is that enough? Well, what if it goes to 150K or whatever? All of a sudden your greed just takes over and doesn't allow you to take profit. So at some point you need a strategy that is of taking profit that is outside of your emotional state, and you have to bring that emotional state under control in order to win at this game. Listen, that's what my Discord is for. Some of you are struggling with this, and you really are resonating with the idea that you're FOMOing and you're greed and you're dealing with all these emotions, and they're causing you to not make as much money as you might make or lose a lot of money. Come in, I'll teach you everything I know, and I'll protect you from the market makers. So that's what the Discord is for. Love to have you in there. It's a warm invite to you to come into the Discord. I hope that helps you just get thinking. You might do a little introspection and say, hey, where am I being greedy? How much is enough? And begin to really do some soul searching, and then ask yourself, okay, how can I develop a strategy for taking profit? When on what circumstance in the chart will I say, you know what, my trade has gone long enough? The chart is showing me some signals that I need to now be thinking about taking profit, and what signals are those going to be? If you need some help developing that strategy, that's exactly what I do. Okay, I help traders be successful. I have a hold your hand area in the Patreon where I can help you one-on-one develop your strategy, and in a month's time you can develop your strategy and begin implementing it, and I'll begin trading it with you together. It's a mentorship. It's well worth the money spent. I'd invite some of you, listen, $350 is well worth saving your money going through a mentorship in that. So if you'd like to be part of that mentorship, I'd invite you in. I've got a couple of openings now for one-on-ones. Okay, with that said, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Tomorrow, we'll look at Elliott Wave Theory. Thursday, we'll give you a Bitcoin update. If you need daily updates for Bitcoin, I give a morning update and an evening update in my Discord, whether it's live or through video or charts. But I usually a couple of lives, at least one live. Just depends on what the chart's doing. Definitely a live in the morning, and then the evening, sometimes it's an update video. Sometimes it's a chart saying, hey, here's where we are. And then sometimes it's just another live. So anyway, but you get updated regularly, morning and evening. If you want to be part of the Discord, love to have you in there. Just join the Patreon. It's $40 a month, and you get your money's worth for sure. And come on and try it in. I've never anybody that gives it a go for a week and you don't like it, it's not for you, then just let me know, and I'll refund your money, and you can be on your way. But so it's no risk to you. Just join the Patreon and come on in. And if you're not happy after 1 week, we'll let you out, and I'll refund what you gave, and you can, no problem, no risk. So all right, have a great day, guys. See you tomorrow for Elliott Wave Thursday. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.